What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I know this is a bit of a change in setup. It's been a lot of this was rushed and quickly put together on a whim. Not really something that I would have preferred to have done because it's been a bit chaotic and the camera is not picking me up very well. No. There we go. So welcome everybody. It's a bit of a Christmas time out here in Southern Africa. So to all those celebrating it, big Merry Christmas. To those who aren't, and happy holidays. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday time. So tonight we've got some special League of Legends. We have got Division 2 and we have got Week 5 of the Aegis League tournament, which is bound to be an absolute banger. So you better stay tuned and better hang around. Invite all your friends. Come and see what's cooking over here on the south side of League of Legends. But we have got two teams playing today. So we have got Ligones De Lugos facing up against Elements Helium. So that is going to be an absolute banger what we are going to be seeing today. As we are seeing, it's a bit of a Christmassy day where the antlers going. Got our little Aegis guy, little Aegis boy has got a little Christmas hat celebrating the Christmas season. And then we got the Slay Queen. So me and my girlfriend got these. My one says slaying it. But her one says Slay Queen. But she went back to Joburg today. So the shirts are actually mixed up. So she has the one that says slaying it. And I am currently a Slay Queen. Slay Queen. So it's a bit of a predicament nonetheless. But it's still something that's... I am very much going to be owning this whole slaying it get up. But also, so I am also running a one monitor setup, so I have to manage everything from my phone. I'm gonna be managing switching scenes, trying to switch scenes from my phone with this weird application that they've got going here. I don't know. It's very strange. But I am gonna try my best with the circumstances. The reason why I'm in a single monitor setup is I've moved my setup to my room rather than in a spare room entirely on the other side of my apartment. Because my brother is down from Joburg for Christmas time, and my mom and dad are gonna all be here. So all family's here for the holidays. So space is not a luxury anymore. It's more of whatever you can take, you can get. So I am gonna be doing most of my streams from this side of the camera with one monitor. Thank you, my Bobby. Thank you so much, my Bobby. Mwah. But we are just gonna try and stream as often as possible. Trying to do some holiday streams. Gonna do some interesting games. Hey, the 6-month sub. Hey, thank you for the resub, my Joe. Thank you so much, my Bubba, for the resub. 6 months resub. It is going to be good, Bubba. It's going to be good. Just dancing on the bar. One more time, we're on stream. I mean, Oliver, I've your stream. I think I've streamed your team the most. Actually, I haven't streamed nearly as much, but I've been trying my. I've been on holiday. I went down to Plettenberg Bay. I went to the coast just to have some time with my grandparents. It was quite lovely. It's quite a nice time. But now I've come back and get ready for the holiday season. Just have a good time. If you know if they create group already. I am not too sure just yet. Not just yet. I am not too in the loop on Aegis at the moment. I've been very MIA. I'm only able to pick up one game this season. Well, this coming week. I was going to take 2 this weekend, but I am not going to be able to take Sunday as I'm going to be spending time with my family. Oh, you're in the lobby. So, I am not in the lobby. Neither am I. I am very much not in the lobby. I can see Josephine and Oliver. They're also not in the lobbies, so it really reassures me that maybe I'm not the only one who's been forgotten out of the lobby. But yeah, we're back, and we're gonna hopefully do as inserts a rope to be invited. Okay, I will do just that. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to add inside the rope. So let's get that all running. So let's add inside the rope. All right, there we go. I have sent a friend request over to Incisor. And his name is just Rope, Incisor Rope. Okay, there we go. I've got custom invites. But there we go. I've added you, Mr. Oh gosh, this lobby is broken. Oh gosh, my client broke. It's doing some funky shit again. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hey, McCary. Welcome, McCary. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season. And I'm going to have to restart my client because League of Legends is just not having it today. So, Incisor, you might need to send that invite. The Incisor might need to send an invite again if you don't mind. What is my prediction for this match? I mean, I've seen Liga de Lugo play a lot this season, and I do think they have quite a strong team comp. Oliver has been really picking up the slack, and has been really performing, at least from what I saw. I haven't seen much of Element's Helium, so I don't know how well they perform, but I'm gonna back the boys that I know well. I'm gonna back the Ligos, LDL. I'm gonna back them up, and because they seem to know what they're doing. But now I'm waiting for my client to reboot itself. And while we do that, I'm going to make sure I have all the logos and everything done. Okay, because that is not what I want. Okay. Slowly turning Spanish. Brother, like, I've even still got your icons here from the last match you guys played. Like, that's how committed I am to your team. But now I need to get the logo there. I want to do Christmas hats for everybody, for all the streams, because we love ourselves with Christmas hats. But Elements Helium, there we go. You're all locked in, ready to go. All right, so Mr. Incisor, could you possibly drop me an invite? Or can anyone who's in the custom game drop me an invite? Or Josephina, anyone who's there could drop me an invite to get into the lobby. Oh, thank you, kind sir. Oliver, you're a legend. Alright, there we go. It seems like I am in. It is getting built. There we go. There's all of that. So I should be in my spectate little hidey hole now, but it's there we go. Yeah, I understand, my brother. Don't you worry. But prediction-wise, I'm gonna have to still sit behind my boys from Liga de Lugo. Liga. I keep butchering your names, and I really do feel so garbage. So Ligones De Lugo. So Ligones De Lugo, I'm gonna back them. The Spaniards, the conquistadors who have been out here really setting the standard. But also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be playing some new tunes I've been picking up. So this tune here, courtesy of my girlfriend's TikTok page, we found it's called Lovin' On Me by Jack Harlow. And it just goes hard. Hey, Fuzzball! Sukawai, welcome! Baby. You little baby. What nobody can take me out. Put your lovin' on me. Put your lovin' on me, baby. Please call you Fuzzy. Alright, I will call you Fuzzy from now on. Just to be fair, I'll call you Fuzzy. Baby. And it just goes hard. This song just like, you took me out and you rapping on me, but me. That's a killer, baby. Little baby. Little baby. Little baby. Nobody said you can turn me out and you can run on me, baby. Me, baby. All right, everybody. Also, please. I know I've said it in the title, but if I'm a bit slow with the transitions, please bear with me. I am running on a single monitor setup, so it is a bit tricky to try and manage everything. So we have got all the setup and malarkey everything on streams. I'm just watching all that, but nice to see everyone is having a wonderful holiday. And then there's Fuzzy talking about depression. Very much a hard topic. But fair enough. Is the solo queue been getting to any of you? 'Cause I haven't touched solo queue in a month, and it is honestly one of the best feelings. Is it just me? Is it just me, or is it that, or is it like solo queue just like it enhances the sad? That's what it does, at least from what my experience is. I should put that Christmas hat on the corner here. Yeah, I should put the Christmas hat. Where is my Christmas hat? Yes, so we're just getting all together, but I'm getting the Christmas hat. Where is this Christmas hat? I need the Christmas hat. The Christmas hat is necessary. There is the Christmas hat. Alright, so there's the Christmas hat. Yep, we're just trying to be a little bit Christmassy. Just a tiny bit Christmassy. And then we'll see if it's too much Christmas. You must tell me if it's too much Christmas. But Christmas is chrimbus. Ooh, okay, so they're just gonna be sorting out the last few bits of the lobby, but we're gonna be playing this song. The song has been stuck in my head this whole time. Over the last couple of weeks, the song is all I listen to. Yeah, karma. Chasing karma. I think you can see. Motivated. I'm underrated. See. It's a fantasy. Everyone. Just a mirage. It's just a mirage. It's just a mirage. Yeah. The worrying part is you weren't that far from the truth, but yeah. Oliver, man. Shame, Ollie, bro. Okay, you know what I'm actually gonna do? This is actually a better idea. Yeah, this is better. I can look at chat, and it actually looks like I'm looking at chat, which is the phenomenal part. Like, I gotta look at the camera. When I look at cameras when I'm looking at chat. I can read mind. I'm psycho like Harley Quinn. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Fuzz. You should play the lottery. And I mean, I think Oliver, you need a hug, bro. Solo Cube been rough on you, man. That I am is Joe. Hell, using 2 e-subs for one game one at least, they'll lose all 5 bans. Alright. Thank you for the update, folks. Thank you. So they'll lose all their bans. So Helium are gonna be on the back foot this game here with the 5 bans now gone, which is the unfortunate punishment to like the situation. So they are gonna be switching everything around, but it is very much a good consequence, and I do think it's just makes it a little bit more even for all the teams. If they get a starter back during the series, end of game 1, they'll just go to losing bans 1 to 3. Alright, okay. Understandably so. But I would also like to clarify, a lot of the holidays are coming up, and my family are here from different parts of South Africa, and I'm not going to be able to stream as often as I would like. I do want to do a Christmas stream just before. I'm going to do like a little charity stream there. I don't know. I want to do it for this foundation called The Last Shark, which is something that the documentary me and my girlfriend went to watch over the holidays, and really want to support them as they're trying to save sharks from being killed. And sharks are being treated badly in the fish nets, and it's just, that's the kind of thing I want to stand up for. Still in the works of sorting it all out with them directly, but that's kind of the goal for the upcoming stream. Even if it's just 1 rand, 2 rand, anything will go to them, will help them immensely. But also, speaking of sharks, I got little nails done. It's little shark fins on my nails. I thought it would be very cool. My girlfriend got her nails done all Christmassy, and I'm like, I should get something. I sat there for a little while, and I was like, yeah, I should get something. And I got the little shark fins, and it was very nice, very cool. Alrighty. There's one song I must do. they have an amazing beat. All right, I am all ears, as we are going to be heading into the pick and ban phase here. So we are going to be, it is going to be LDL who are going to get all their bans. So Helium are going to have no bans available to them there. So that is going to be LDL just going to go for that Xerath ban. So Xerath is not going to make it through this champ select here. As then Annie will be banned away there. As from what I'm collecting, these bans aren't targeted. They're just random bans. They just, like, they're not going to be target banning anyone that's necessarily going to be played. At least from champ pools and whatnot. So the bans are just going to be at random. And they are not going to be target banning anyone in that instance. So we should hopefully see a very interesting game coming out here from LDL. And then that Fiddlesticks is going to be banned. And then Corky is going to be banned from Helium. But these bans still not really meaning anything. But Fiddlesticks also, that's a big jungle ban there from LDL. Fiddlesticks can be quite strong. Very much that good team fight jungler. And it's got plenty of AP up for grabs there. As then we are going to see what will be the last ban from this first phase. Are we going to be seeing another jungle ban? And it does look like it, as there's going to be the Maokai ban, and then the Sejuani will be locked in. So Sejuani is going to be the jungler of choice for LDL. I'm going to go with that kind of comfort pick. Likely going to synergize that with a melee mid lane pick, possibly the likes of an Akali. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw an Akali, even a Yasuo or a Yone. As in, that is going to be the Norless, which is going to be hovered for Helium. Looks like could possibly pick it up there. All right, Fuzzballs. I will take a look at the song. Let's go Fuzzy. Sorry. Oh gosh. Oh no, this is not what. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. All the things she said. All right, I'll play it. I'll try and play it. I will take a look at it and I'll try and play it as soon as I can. I promise. It's just, it's right, like, unfortunately, I don't have two screens, so I can't look one at the other. I have to be very careful, but I'll definitely be playing it. But then, that is going to be the Poppy, so they have already got a Poppy pickup. That's going to be likely to be the jungle Poppy, or even top lane Poppy, as that will be Gwen to answer the Poppy there. Does synergize with the Sejuani once again, especially with that Permafrost, with the Permafrost passive there, and Teemo getting banned there. Then Rel going to be picked up in that bot side. So another champion, really good synergy with Sejuani. Very good engage, very good lockdown. As then Jax is going to be hovered, and that puts the Poppy in the jungle, as that is going to be Jax in the top lane. That is a hyper carry against another hyper carry, and is going to be quite an interesting matchup for us to see here. Now we are just going to see what is the next phase going to be coming up for LDL. What are they going to take away? Like they're going to be...
This will be fun.
As Mr. Wolfie123, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Wolfie123. I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you enjoy the show. And I hope to see you around. And then we see that Hui and Brand, but Hui is not allowed in this tournament. So Fizz and the Neferi are going to be underway. So Fizz, the Playful Trickster, not going to be playing as much tonight. As then that Nami, a lot of hover bans here. Not necessarily sure what's going to go for. But we are likely going to just be seeing a possible Jarvan ban, jungle ban here. No. Got 8 seconds. They are going to be hovering that Akali ban. As that Akali is not going to get through. But Neferi will be the target ban. Maybe won't leave the Akali open for that mid lane. But that does put them at a very big deficit in terms of range. They are all very much melee champions here. So we're not really sure if they might have to go for a double ranged matchup, as the Sejuani could be top, that Rel could be jungle. In fact, any of these champions could be jungle basically. As then Sylas is going to pick up in the mid lane, really good option there, especially for that pick potential with the Sejuani. The frozen, the glacial throw are going to be definitely quite strong. As then now we're going to see the Jace is going to be locked in that top side, and then that is going to be Xayah down the bot lane. So that kind of does put us in a very interesting position. So that is going to be Rel down the bot lane with the Xayah. And that is going to be Gwen in the... It's Gwen or Sejuani in the jungle. I don't know. But I don't know. Sylas versus Jace. Very interesting matchup. And then Ezreal is going to be the final lock-in there. But Ezreal with the Norless is not unfortunately as great of a duo lane there. Very hard to get picks there for the Ezreal. Very hard for him to get the Qs through the minion waves. But then Norless also can very much lock down the Jace. But Xayah got an escape with the Featherstorm, as we are going to be heading into predictions here. So I am going to be popping it there. So now we are going to be seeing who is going to take game 1. So is it going to be step by step, or is it, I mean, not step by step, is it going to be LDL, or is it going to be Helium out here? Oh my gosh, why is my brain all like today? All. But that matchup, the Jace matchup, is quite a particularly interesting one. At least I know for the Sylas, because the Sylas doesn't necessarily get an ultimate in that lane. Like, it's really weird. Like, he gets the form change, but that's really all he gets at this point. So I am just going to do that, and I'm going to go to Whiskey Delta. Alright, so now I need to make sure that it's captures the right screen, because I'm not used to having just a single screen to capture everything. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are into Champ Select here, so you kind of get a better idea of where everything's going from this team order for this situation. But we are going to have LDL are going to be on the blue side, and then red side is going to be Helium here. We have got a... So the Gwen is going to be going into the hands of Echeneve. So the Gwen is going... That is likely going to be the top lane Gwen there. But we are just going to wait and see. As that Jack's top, Poppy jungle, Gwen top, Sejuani in the jungle as well. And then and then Josephina is going to be on that Jace in the mid lane. Jace also quite a strong pick. Why do I keep closing this? I need to not close it. So the matchup is it's like, I would say the Jace matchup can be a very interesting matchup. It can, if either one plays it. Like, if you look at it, so for losing 5 bans, I think we got kind of insane draft, no? I think all things considered, do have to give you a bit of a clap on that, Mr. Incisor. Was able to get a very solid draft through, so very, very solid one there. So very, very proud of that. Should be proud of that, considering the bans have been lost. But that Gwen is... So Gwen and Jack's matchup is going to be a bit of a spicy one, to say the least. But curious to see who can come out on top. I can't say I'm very familiar on the matchup. I do think Gwen does have a better time against these melee champions, especially when she doesn't necessarily need to auto attack. But the Snippety Snip will do plenty of damage on that front. But yes, so Rel and Zaya are going to be in that. Bot side Jace is going to be in the mid lane with Sejuani in the jungle and Gwen up in that top side with Silas mid, Israel in the bot lane with that Norlis and Jack's Heartscaling in that top side. So be sure to put your points where your mouth is. And who do you think going to be backing this match here? As we are going to go on to a small little break while I wait for these people to load in. It is going to be taking a little bit more strain on my computer. It's been having a bit of a hard time recently, so I'm going to have to look into fixing that soon enough. But I will be sure to see you all fairly shortly in the next 4 to 4.5 minutes once this game is started. So I will see you all shortly. Catch you in a bit. Don't go away. Alright, everyone. Sorry, this loading screen is taking a little bit of time, but it should be in relatively shortly. But yeah, why are we not getting Ronaldo? Oliver, that's like your renowned pick, bro. Like, where is it, man? Let's just hope it takes us into game. That's like the main thing we're kind of hoping for, is that it takes us into game. But we are unfortunately at the moment having a little bit of hard luck because it's just, like, come on, brother. Just load me in to the game. I want to watch some League of Legends, right? Would be nice. Would be very, very nice. Did I just jinx it? It just stopped. Everything just stopped. Alright, there we go. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky situation, as I am going to be working entirely from a one monitor. So chat, you gotta like keep me in the loop and like if everything's working. Okay. So I'm gonna tab over. It might be a little weird at first, but I'm gonna be tabbing over to the game here. Alright, that is a bit big, so let's put that there. And the helium. Alrighty, there you go. There we go, we should be back now, but like I need to get visual confirmation from chat is if you can see anything. So anyone in chat, could you point out if you can see the game? Because if I alt tab, it doesn't show on my OBS. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. It is running, ladies and gentlemen. We are in game. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you, Dutchy. Thank you so much. Very glad to have. Alright, awesome. Very grateful for people in chat. Thank you. Very nice. As we are heading into game here, we're not going to be seeing any shenanigans coming out. They're just a general 5-stack coming out from Helium here. They're not going to be looking for anything interesting. Same with LDL here, who desperately want to maintain the kind of the strength that they've had over the season. They've been really putting up some crazy games over in the last couple of matches. Haven't been able to catch as many of them, but we all know what Oliver is known for. And unfortunately, he's not on the Renata this time around. We are very used to seeing that Renata picked up there. So we are just going to be seeing him on the Renata this time around. Seeing the Rel this time. Seeing what they can do. With Gwen up in the top lane facing off against Jax, who is fishing. We got fishing Jax. Having a wonderful time just trying to catch the fish. No, I want to keep watching Jax fish. It's just watching Jax fish. That's all I want to do. Oh, he caught one. Hey, he got +1. And he's going to keep fishing. The fish and Jack strikes again. As now he's likely just going to head back into lane now. We're just going to wait for him to catch his final fish. He just wants one more, but never mind, he's not going to get it. As Sejuani will be starting down that red side with the Poppy starting in the top side. Jack's not giving a leash. Just sat in the river and caught some fish. Has a bit of a gold lead there. As Jace is going to be running that first strike. So that is going to be very advantageous in this lane, especially in that ranged form there. As now we're going to see Jax also started the counter-strike. Does not want to be dealing with any of that Gwen damage. Wants to reblock those orders. Poppy going to be heading down that bot side. Not going to be skipping the Krugs. Really just wants to double buff and then possibly go bot side. As now we see Brother D walking in trying to get a jump in. But Jax does have the counter-strike. Does not get the damage off. As now Clips takes a big chunk of damage from the snippety snip. There's a lot of damage coming out from this little Gwen over here. As now the Gold Killer is not going to find it at level 2. The Israel and the Norlis did have the advantage, but were not able to press it as well. As now Poppy is still level 2. Sejuani already that level 3. This Poppy really feeling that experience level by missing out on those Krugs. But really wants to try and get to bot lane as quickly as possible, as Gwen does not get that snippety snip onto Eclipse there, but the Jax getting plenty of damage off with the Grasp. And then the cannon gets yoinked up there, but Jace just going to be bullying that side of the mid lane. Very much straightforward bullying there. As now we're seeing Gold Killer is going to be stuck under his tower. Not having as much of a good time, especially under these circumstances. But Nolus can't really look for an engage under this tower. So this is kind of where Xayah does want it. But really good route coming out onto me and Banana. As Oliver is going to go for an engage onto Brother. Brother's taking a lot of damage. Does use the dredge line to hit the wall. But is not going to be able to walk away. A Snip coming out to Eclipse. But that is going to be Ghost Burn from Ekin. As Ekin is no longer going to be able to go any of those chase downs. As no flash up in the top side for the Gwen. Only runs Ghost and the teleport. As the Jax does have TP and Flash, so we'll be able to just TP back to lane without a problem. As Poppy is balling, is level 3. Nolus is gonna walk in the bush there. The Rel's gonna go for the engage. Goku has to run. Goku does not have Ghost, but does have the Flash. Might look to use it, but is going to Flash to try and get the feather pull back. Not be enough. Double stun coming out from Oliver. As Goku wants to look for a return, but really good engage coming out from the Xander. But that is only a level 3 Poppy. Missed out on those Krugs, so will be level down. And has not just hit level 4 with the help of that minion experience there. Sejuani up in that top side. Just going to go in for that reset. As Eclipse is taking a lot of damage there. But now we're going to see a possible engage there. But now Sejuani's going to dash forward. Going to be a lot of damage. But Eclipse going to take so much damage. But is going to be able to flash out. As Kesh barely makes it out alive. 12 HP for the Sejuani. Barely making it out of that alive there. As then we're going to be seeing Gwen is going to be doing some more snip onto the Jax. But not going to be too much of a problem. As now Poppy is going to be going on to those Raptors. It's still a bit behind in the CS, but does need to go get those Krugs eventually. As Silas goes for engage onto Jace, but Jace just knocks it right back. And that is just going to be Silas winning those trades there. Especially with that Doran shield, it is going to be much more beneficial to the Silas in terms of these trades. But now Oliver... Also, very much these kinds of ADCs and support matchups, you can't really look for a tower dive unless you have the jungler's presence. So we're not going to be seeing any of that tower dive action between the Nolus and the Rel. We're actually probably just going to wait it out, wait for level 6, and then look for an engage after that. But now Poppy did look for a little play in the mid lane, but is going to continue to do so. As we now see Silas is going to be taking a lot of damage. He does have to burn the flash. Poppy's going to go for the dash forward. And then it's going to be first blood going over to Poppy. As Silas did burn the flash, did not get the kill. But Poppy will be able to pick that up as that is first blood for Xander. And first blood for Helium here. As now we see the first backs coming out for the top side of the map. We've got some plated steel caps as well as some... We've got the first tier 1 boots for the Gwen. Dropping that needlework onto Eclipse. The Eclipse does not have the flash, but the Gwen does have that Conqueror stacked up. Does have the last stack of the ultimate. Likely just going to try and use it just to clear the wave. And we'll snip it up towards that Jax, who is going to have to back off. Who is running the Kindle Gem, so has got a bit more health on his hands. And then we are going to be seeing some armor and armor magic just picked up for the Sejuani. Poppy picking up the Sheen. Silas has locked in the last chapter. Ezra with the Sheen as well. Serrated Dirk for the Jace. That's going to help an awful lot against the Silas, who does not have too much armor, in particular for this matchup. Silas sitting on the 48 armor, took MR, as she was very much expecting to be against a magic damage rated champion there, so didn't actually take any armors. Now Oliver gonna walk into Brother D. Looks like could get a stun here, but not gonna get too much follow-up, as Xander is going to be in the area. The dredge line does go wide, and no damage comes out there, as Oliver just was going in for a quick trade. Big Curses is going to be looking for this dragon here, as it is going to be started by Brother D and Xander. Oliver wants to go in. Josephina is in the area. Xander is going to be forced off, as well as the Nolus. So this is going to be a 4-man commit onto the dragon here, but it looks like there's pings to commit. Brother D is going to get onto the Xayah. Xayah gets caught. Xayah does not have the first stop. Level 6 is going to go. Poppy's going to let the stun, and that is a bye-bye to the Poppy. As then Silas locks down the rail. Jace will be able to trade onto the Nolus, but Josephina has nowhere to go. Instead, Johnny can't tank it all. And Curtsy is now on the opposite side of the pit. And that's a double kill for Silas. And that is Helium coming out on top with 2 kills to Silas. And a free Inferno Dragon there. Very well played coming out from Helium, as they did counteract that play quite nicely. They played off the idea that the Xayah did not have the level 6. This Helium really banked on that. The Xayah had no escape, had no Featherstorm to really dodge the Poppy charge, and the Poppy was able to get that free lockdown onto Gold Killer, and that made it much harder for any more damage output. As after that, just left with the Jace, and the Rel was already dead. not much you can really do there. But Gold Killer does look to just continue CSing, wants to get that level 6 so he can have some more value in these team fights. But now we see Oxizo is going to go for a small trade on Josephina, but Josephina will be able to knock them away. Is going to get the Hex Gate pop, and that's going to be a lot of damage onto the Silas. While Brother D wants to freeze the wave, but he wants to try and keep the wave from going under the tower, but a lot of damage is going to come out from Gold Killer, going to try and push the wave, as Israel will make his way into lane. And now Israel is going to be playing on the back foot here, as now Rel will clear that. The minion is going to, the waves are going to crash onto the tower. As it looks like we're going to see Jace. Oh, a lot of damage coming out from the Jace. But is going to try and look for that solo kill there. Oh, and we'll be able to pop it as the shutdown goes Josephina. A missed chains coming out there from the pop. It's probably going to flash and going to go for the dash. And that Dark Harvest is going to smash. As Xander is going to get... Oh my gosh, and the Jace lives. The Jace lives on minuscule HP. As that is 2 kills going over to the Jace. Overcommit from the Poppy. Leads to Jace getting a shutdown. And then the Silas also getting shut down as well. So 2 shutdowns going over to the Jace. This is not what you want to be giving an early game champion like the Jace, who is now going to give the Silas a little bit more of a hard time. With a lot of pings coming up top side, the Sejuani is in the top side of the river, so Eclipse is not going to play aggressively. It's going to just walk up for minions and walk out. Not going to be taking too many difficult trades in that instance. But now Gwen will be able to shove this wave for free with that information. Not going to be seeing any action from the Jax. But now Oliver sitting on a ward. We got Poppy is going to be making their way bot lane once again. We're going to be Sejuani is on the Rift Herald. No one is entirely aware of it. Chase is going to walk and try and hold it there. But Poppy is not going to go for that gank on the bot side. As now me and Banana and Brother are going to be dropping a control ward there. But we do see there is going to likely be some fighting happening on the Rift Herald. But it's just going to be a free Rift Herald going over to LDL. And that is just another objective that is off the map. That is going to hopefully open up the map. Probably going to use it on for the Jace or the top laner. Really try and get them ahead there. As now Norlis really going to play the bush game. Really wants to try and catch the Xayah. But now Xayah does have the level 6. Does have the Feather Storm. So can't dodge the Dredge line. Can't dodge the Anchor. As that is now going to be Jace going for some quick trades there into Oxizio. As now will spot out Xander, and Xander is just going to clear that ward and back off there. And now Norlis is also trying to hold the wave, going to use the shield just to keep that wave with Israel wants it right under the tower. And Xayah will pick up the Kraken's Lair. That is going to be the first item already picked up there. Not going to have the boots, but will have that extra bit of on-hit damage from that item there. With Leeching Lair picked up for the Gwen with the plated steel caps. So really going to be playing for that Jax's just general physical damage burst rather than denying the crowd control there. As then we're also going to be seeing what is possibly a Divine Thunderer Poppy, not the Iceborne Poppy, which does mean she's going more of a damagey route and really wants to try and smack down those smaller carries with the Dark Harvest. And now the Xayah does get the free boots from the magical footwear, and then the Jace also sitting on the magical footwear as well. But right now, very much still an even game. Only about a 500 gold lead for LDL. Oxizio is going to be shoved under the tower there while Jace can try and push it up. Gold Killer is all alone. Ro was not in the area. But now Jack's going to try and walk up to that wave. It's going to take a lot of damage there. Then Jax is going to draw the Grandmaster's Might, and there's going to be ghosts coming out from the Gwen. It's going to be not going to be a lot of needlework connecting. The first needlework does connect a lot of true damage. And the last needlework is not available. And it's going to be the 1-1 to the death as Gwen secures the kill. And that is going to be another first kill going over to the Gwen up in this top side. As now Ekin Neve is going to be pushing that tower. Monstrous CS lead, 40 minions. And does have that free tower plate. So we'll be able to get plenty of damage with that reset. As now Poppy's going to be dropping the ultimate. They're going to try and get the Sejuani away from the dragon so they can start. So they are going to try and go for the commit. But Sejuani is just going to make their way right back. As now then we're going to see Josephina and Oliver are going to be walking down. As Kirsey is going to look to just put the Rift Herald mid lane. So it's going to be forcing Helium to make a decision here. So it looks like they are going to just commit to the full tower push and give Jace some gold. Xayah is going to be there as well. But She's going to put the towers. Poppy gets caught out, and the Featherstorm's going to do so much damage there, but that is going to be the Magnet Storm bringing plenty more. Featherstorm is used. Zaya will dodge the CC and pick up the double. As now Eclipse is going to be stuck under this tower all alone. Jax does try to go for a trade, and is not going to be able to do too much about that. Will take a bit of damage from the Jace, but this is not going to be a free dragon for LDL. The Poppy has just reset in base. So Gwen is up in that top side, having a wonderful time on that tower. As then that is going to be the Chemtech Drake picked up there. That is the first Drake for LDL. As that it's even Stevens for the Dragons. And Josephina is looking rather strong in this mid lane here. As now Gwen is going to be smacking up this tower, but is going to be encountered by a Counter-Strike Jax. And not going to be too phased by it. Has the Blasting Wand. So is going to be quite strong. Did already have a small shutdown, but then it got removed almost instantly. As we see, Silas has opted for the Merc Treads in this matchup, especially for that Sejuani and the Rel. As now Jax is going to go for the fight here onto the Gwen. Gwen does have the needlework. Could go for the 1v1 here, but Xander is in the area. Needlework is popped there. Gwen does not have the ghost, but Poppy is going to be able to go for that dash, smash, and out of this lane dash. And Gwen is still alive. Gwen picks up what? The needlework keeps Gwen alive, but Oxizio is on the way. Neve needs to leave, or they will face the consequences, as we'll be spotting Silas. As Gwen picks up the kill there, and Xander will not be able to get that trade kill for the Jax, who's unfortunately falling. Jax needs to get boots so he can Kaido better. That is very true. The Jax is having a little bit of a hard time getting away from the Gwen. The needlework does prior slow. And the ghost plus the extra movement speed that Gwen does have from the free boots. So that does give her a lot more mobility on the Jax. And the Jax does not really have as much fighting potential at the moment, but needs to be able to kite out this Gwen in the later game. So hopefully just going to be sitting and farming. Silas opting for the MR boots rather than the plate steel caps. Likely just going to be for that Jace there. As Jace is going to be, I mean, not even for the Jace, for the Gwen. As Jace is going to be doing a lot of that physical damage, going to really be smashing up those squishies. And if Silas does not optimize for any armor, he is going to be having a hard time in these 1v1 trades. Gwen does have the full Riftmaker, and Jax still does not have those boots, and is going to be waiting on them for quite a while. As now Divine Thunder was picked up by the Poppy, Triforce for the Ezreal, and that has got Radiant Virtue for the Sejuani. And then also we've got just plate steel caps for the Rel here. As that is going to be ult coming out from the northern step. There is a massive Feather Storm, and the Dredge line is not going to be fired as it just burns the ulti from the Xayah. So no ulti on Xayah there. Xander is going to be walking down bot side. So is Kirsty's. But now Jace is going to be there as well. We could be seeing a dive come in this bot side. As now Sejuani hops over the wall, it's going to find Xander. And that Jace is going to be dropping plenty of damage there onto the Poppy there. But the Northern is going to back off after hitting the Dredge line on the wall. Rel's hopping over. Magnus Storm is available. He's just going to go for that stun. A lot of damage coming out there. Everyone's over the wall. They are not going to commit for this dive. They really want to force it, but there are no minions. Silas is lying in wait. Wants to see if he can possibly catch someone out there. There's Poppy. Gonna miss the ulti on the Xander. That's gonna be the engage coming from the Rel. That's gonna be stunned. Magnus Storm, massive Magnus Storm able to catch out one. But Xayah is left untouched. Xayah picks up one. Jace doing so much damage onto that Silas. As Oliver pulls off a massive trade there. But that's Ezreal gonna be picking up the ulti there. Ezreal picks up a kill. As now Gold Killer is still in a very bad position because he's gonna have to burn the flash. Gold Killer is gonna get taken out with the Ezreal. Shut down there, and oh, the Mystic Shot just goes wide. And Jace doing so much damage, wants to go for that fight. There is going to go for it and picks up the Poppy. Gets revenge for their fallen foe. As Israel is going to have to burn that flash, but that is going to just be a couple of autos there. But now Eclipse is going to be coming in, trying to get a kill there, but not going to get it. As Israel picks up the shutdown, and Jace, as absolute chaos ensuing under this tower. With 4 kills in the hand of this Ezreal. Shutdown kills, may I add. But Gwen has been doing that topside Rift Herald. Has been pretty much uninterrupted this whole game. And Jax did pick up an assist. But was not to their avail, unfortunately. Yes, I'm going to need to fill up on some water. But now we see Nautilus has done the great migration into the mid lane. Likely going to be looking for possibly look for a play in the mid lane, but it's not going to be doing so. Just going to rotate back. Possibly was a call for that Rift Herald, but the Rift Herald got taken quite quickly. It does just head back to that bot side. As now Gold Killer getting some fun amounts of gold on that tower plate in there. As Gwen is going to be going for the tower, but the Rift is going to be popped in. Needlework is dropped. That tower is gone. Gwen can go for this, but not going to be healing enough. That's so much damage on the Gwen. Gwen is running for the light. Gold Killer is going to be getting hit by the North Order, but it's going to be blocked by the Feather Storm, and then Rel's going to be coming in with that Magnet Storm. A lot of damage going to Brother. Brother needs to try and lock down the Zaya, but Zaya will be able to pick up the kill. As Mean Banana is on the run. They have no way of really catching this Israel. We'll have that Arcane Shift up fairly soon. And Rel is going to... They are going to look for a dive. The Arcane Shift is going to be dropped. Jay's not there in time. As the Gwen does make it out alive with the help of the Concrete healing from the Needlework. As now Poppy just going to send 3 members flying all the way back to Josephina and just rounds them all up for Drake. And can I just say that Poppy ultimate like synced with Josephina so well. Just saying. And now we are going to see that Dragon is going to be started up and is going to be completed. 2 Drakes for LDL. We have started to pull away with a 5,000 gold lead. And that is going to be a full mana immune completed by the Jace. And that is going to be that is likely going to be the Navori Quick Blades being built by the Zaya. Nash's Tooth for the Gwen. And final complete of the Shurelia's battle song for the Rel here. Going for more of that hard ability power engage there. Rather than the Even Shroud. Oh my goodness gracious. As now Curse is just going to be going to clear that top side. Hasn't really been needed too much around there. The teams have been able to try and cope with Sejuani, who's just trying to play objectively. The Gwen has also been helping around that with quite a bit. As now we see Gwen is going to be trying to help herself, trying to help Curse get a blue buff. And is going to be gifted a blue buff there. So Gwen will be getting an extra bit of cooldown reduction and mana regen. As now we see the ADCs have all rotated mid. Oliver is going to be spotted out by the Poppy. But not going to be too much there. Drageline's going to connect. This is a bit of an unfortunate situation for the Rel. Gets caught out. Magnustorm's not going to be enough. She's going to pull everyone in. But not going to be able to survive there as a massive overstep for Oliver. Cost him his life. There's now that is going to be the engage there from the Gwen. Boots has been picked up by the Jack, so we'll be able to cut away as that Zaya is going to be locked down. So much CC. Zaya does not have Feather Storm. He needs to keep running, but that's going to be a pop from Poppy. And that is going to be goodbye to the Gwen. I mean, goodbye to the Jax and goodbye to that Zaya. As Gwen completes that 1v1 and Jax had nowhere to run. But Mad Kersey's going to be holding this wave here. As an overstep from the Rel led into a massive just domino effect of misengages there. As now we're seeing a bit of engage here coming onto Josephina here, but Jace is going to knock away the Silas. Does have the Seeker's Arm Guard. So Poppy is just going to try and knock away the Gwen, but not going to be worth it. Jade's going to do plenty of damage to the Silas, but Silas does have the Petricide reset. Is now going to see a lot of damage going out there from the Silas, who does win that 1v1 and takes down the Jace. Uses his own form against him. So that is going to be melee form Jace. Just chilling. As now we are likely not going to be seeing much form change there. As the Silas will just head back into the regular form. As now me and Banana are going to walk into the mid lane with Brother D. You got to bear in mind, as much as they are in a little bit of deficit right now, Helium do have a very strong AD carry at the moment. Israel has not fallen. 4-0-4. Almost a fully stacked Mana. And that is going to be a very, very strong form of poke. Especially now we're going to see the Dredge line is going to look for an engage here. Not going to be able to catch anyone. No one's going to walk up to Brother D, especially with the hook that large. As now we are just going to be waiting it out. While Helium are going to be looking to play around the Baron here. They want to be able to set it up quite nicely. And looks like they are going to start it. Looks like this is going to be a Baron startup. While there is no other vision. There's no vision coming out here from LDL. As this is just going to be the Baron startup and possibly a Baron fight here. As we are going to be seeing looks for an engage here, but no engages yet. We got the teleport coming out from the Gwen. Jace doing a lot of damage on that top side. Engage coming from the Sejuani. Brother he's taking a low. Gold Killer takes down one. Eclipse is taking low. As well has to burn the flash away, but Gwen will pick up another. Jason's fighting in the back line. Oxizio desperately trying to lock down the Zaya, but cannot do so. As that is going to be LDL reigning supreme, and they are going to be starting up that Baron with Poppy still alive. Does not have flash. Could look for a steal here. As Baron is being taken a little bit slower than usual, as Poppy is going to look for a fight. Jace going to try and use that Hex Gate, try and pop some damage onto the Poppy. Rel is going for the fight there. Really wants to catch out Xander, wants to deny this Baron. As Jace is going to, Poppy is going to be going for the ulti, but he's going to knock Jace away. Xayah is going to go for the kill. Xander is gone. Another kill for Gold, and 2 kills for Gold Killer, as he is now 8-3 for 3 on this Xayah, and does pick up a triple. This is Xayah looking rather devious, rather strong, and Oliver has been the one to set it all up. But Sejuani getting a massive ultimate, locking down the Sylas. Sylas had nowhere to go, had no damage to do, and was locked out of the fight almost instantly. As in the Jax was still not able to do too much damage, was bursted down by the Xayah, which does leave a little bit of question on the Jax pick at the moment. As the Gwen has been quite dominant at the moment. Oliver will walk into Brother D as support combat comes out. Norlis is going to go for the Dredge line. The support combat is going to begin, but Oliver will just walk away as Norlis, against the second doubt himself, does not want to fight anyone that he cannot pick off himself, as the Norlis did opt to go for the Thornmail first item, so really wants to deny a lot of healing. As now next dragon is up. This is going to be third Drake. Oh my gosh, as now we are then going to... Oh gosh. Alright, we are going to be seeing fights going all over the place here. As now Rel Magnus, the massive Magnus Storm came from Rel, was able to lock down multiple members of this team here. As now LDL secure the triple. As now that is going to be triple kill once again for Gold Killer. Massive Magnus Storm there from the Rel. Does secure more gold for Gold Killer. And as much as I do understand, Mike, you want to talk about that, but one should not be spoiling such games, as I do understand the wanting the bragging rights and whatnot, but Mike, there is a 3-minute delay, and don't want to necessarily spoil it for chat. I know you didn't intend for that. But signed Oliver with love for you. Oliver Kappa. Oliver, you sly dog. As now Xander wants to go for a fight, they will deny the dash from the Sejuani. As now we are going to be seeing the 2 corners of the map are going to be caught up, but Gwen is going to be immune there. As Tao's going to fall, but Gwen is going to find multiple members here. Mass amount of damage from the Gwen does have that needle work. It's going to pop it, but not going to be able to. As that is going to be Poppy getting the shutdown onto the Gwen. 5-1 for 1, so does get taken down. Oliver, J support win. I would like to see the J support. J support would be kind of funny, not going to lie. As now waves are just going to be pushed all sides here. Well, there's no objectives up for a while, and 3 minutes on the Dragon still, as well as about 3 minutes on the Baron. So we are going to likely going to take it a little bit slower, as Israel is still waiting. So now we are just going to be waiting for the waves. And Sylas wants to catch them here. Does have that's Zonya's Hourglass, so we'll be able to deny some damage. We'll possibly look for a reset there. But Norlis going to clear some vision. Gold Killer going to spot our Brother D, so Brother D will walk out. Xayah does have 3 items here. She is a very, very strong here. Rel does have the Zeke's Convergence, so plenty of damage over there. So Xizio and the Xander are in the mid lane here. Going to try and hold it there, but Kyrsis is sitting on Xayah as well as Jace. Plenty of poke there. Xayah not afraid to walk up very aggressively as Eclipse sitting in that top side, but Neva is going to be top side, going to go for the fight onto this Gwen here. And Gwen does so much damage with the snippety snip, as now Xizio is going to get caught out once again by this Rel. Rel just picks central across the board, as now there's going to be no mid laner, no top laner left. No more of that pick potential. Norlis only 1 degree, look for that pick. Israel trying to just poke them out, but it looks like the Rift here, it's just going to be inhibs taken left and right. But Poppy did send away the Jace, plenty of their poke, but they are going to be smacking away at this inhib here. As now an ultimate that comes out from the Norlis here. Xayah gets thrown away, but massive Feather Storm, the Magnus Storm once again set up by the Rel. And that is a double kill for Gold Killer, as Oliver secures the double for Gold Killer. As now we see Gwen up in that top side, taking that top inhibitor. And now we've got Eclipse and Xizio are going to be sitting in the base. They're really going to try and defend this here. The tower is falling rather quickly with that Rabadon's Nash's Gwen. And so it's going to be Gold Killer is taking quite low, but Gwen will be able to pick up the kill. But now Gwen is going for the fight again. Sejuani is going to chase that Sylas into the tower, into the base. As we see LDL take the Nexus and take game 1. As it is GG, well played over to LDL here, who do take game 1 in this series. And I will be handing over the points over there to all you lovely predictors in the chat. So LDL coming out with the large amount of money. As now we are there going. Just take a look at some of these damage graphs here. But plenty of damage coming out from that Xayah and the Gwen. But we are just going to be... Gwen is indeed immune. We do love the Gwen is immune meme. It is a very solid meme indeed. As now we are going to be heading into the new lobby here. But we are just going to wait for it all be put together. So while we do that, just going to... find some solid tunes and just get ready for the next game to be coming up. As now let's go look for some more tunes. So this was a banger I found. I don't know. Well, no, actually. So I know I've played. Which song have I played already? I've played so many of these songs before, but it's okay. This is a good version. It's a live version, but it's good. Feel it. Can you feel it? Feel it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you feel it? All right. Very small. Very much small. I will take your music and we shall play it. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Feed the machine. Poor man's poison. You want a special pick? I mean, give us what you want. Give it. It could be like a Christmas special, if you will, because ask us anything. All right. Very much small. Going out with another one. We're gonna put that on there. This is quite a nice one. This is pretty decent. I don't even know what genre this is, but it sounds it slaps. I'm getting to hydrate, so I've got to make sure to stay hydrated and stretch. I've Santa Bro, if you want to see that Kappa. It is the best. It is the best Christmas skin. So I'm not gonna say no. But big stretch. Oh gosh. I am the Slay Queen. Look at me. I am the Slay Queen. You. Hell. Oh, listen. Yeah. Very solid music. Very much small, coming up with some solid tunes. Yeah. Come on, come on. Alrighty, we have got some softer tunes coming out from Small. Some low softer tunes. This is a good song. Very chill. Not sure if it's unfortunately my cup of tea, but it is very much something maybe to just chillax to. It's very sick. I'm always open to hear what other people love listening to because my music taste is quite literally all over the place. Like it has got I've got such a big, like massive amount of like different kinds of music. So always looking for some new music. Mm mm mm. Boom 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 banana boom. As now we are going to be heading in. I'm going to have to pause this, unfortunately. So we are in Champ Select now, so we're going to be seeing the first set of bands here. With LDL still, I'm going to be on the blue side, as we see Helium did elect to go on to red. So they're staying red. As they got some Braum bands here. So, we got the Braum Poppy. So they offer the Braum for a ban. But they don't offer it for a pick. Come on, we want the Braum. We like ourselves some Braum. Braum is always good. Braum is always a banger. Gosh, what happened to the music? Why is it playing different things? Okay, here we go. There we go. So now we are then going to be seeing that Zerath. So Zerath is going to be banned away once again from Helium, Aurelion, Soul, and Annie. So the bans have been pre-checked and are not going to be in any of the champions that are picked. So that is then going to be just a bunch of random picks there. But Maokai, they're going to be banned away in the jungle. So first pick for LDL, prioritizing that Sejuani once again. And Sejuani does have very high priority. So very likely going to be seeing that ban everywhere in the future. Trundle and Lux were picked up by Helium, so there's going to be a Trundle in the jungle most likely, and Lux in the mid lane, or possibly Lux in the support role as well, as Lux support can pair well with a Caitlyn, as well as an Ezreal there. But unlikely going to be seeing that, as Ezreal will likely be the choice, as we are going to be waiting on the second pick for LDL here, as what are we going to be seeing from them there. As that is then going to be the Rakan. So Rakan is given over to Oliver. So we're not getting the Braum, unfortunately. He does offer the Braum, but we are not going to be seeing any Braum. As we got Sabu here with the LDL win. Welcome, Sabu. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy. As we will then the Aphelios is hover. Draven too. Braum. We get the Braum hover. But bro, like, why you bait us so? As then that's going to be the Zeri with that Rakan. As we got Resident Sleeper here from Oliver. Not very pleased he didn't get to pick his champion over there. So going to likely be. We wish we could have seen the Braum, my brother. I called Renata Braum. They pick Rakan, Resident Sleeper. Man, oh man, oh man. And then as predicted, the Caitlyn is going to be picked up as against actually what I thought was going to be the Ezreal, but Caitlyn Lux, quite a powerful pick, quite a strong pick as well, so likely going to be seeing that. Going to hopefully have a lot more lane priority than that of the Zeri and the Rakan. It's just random bans that are going to be coming through here from Helium, but there's going to be the Fizz banned away in the mid lane, so no Fizz, and then, so that is going to be, sad. big sad. Is I agree. As in Nefiri ban in the mid lane, so no Nefiri mid lanes here. I want to see that Rakan and his vision, dear. Yeah, I mean, Rakan is one of my personal favorite supports, so I can't say that Rakan was a particularly bad pick. But then that Gwen, oh, we got another Gwen up. The Gwen makes it through, as the Gwen is going to be picked up in that top side for LDL here. But Ornn will be the immediate answer. Gonna go for some more tanky frontline for that Caitlyn, as in that is now going to then be the Jace for Josephina Gaming. I want to see you winning C2. I want to see you winning C2 impossible things. So there's a bit of a roasting going on here in chat, as we see some neck left, right, and center here, but getting a little spicy to say the least. As let's actually get this prediction going. So we are gonna get the prediction up and running, as that is going to be there you go, as we are going to be heading now into the final champ select as points come out. Dustin vs. Fox 1v1 stream when? That is definitely gonna happen. We definitely do like arena. I want to maybe do an arena special. Get a bunch of people here and we play arena. That would be quite fun. What do you think? I think setting up that arena would be kind of dope. Because there was an arena tournament I was going to play in, but unfortunately I was not able to. I was at the 80k social down here in Cape Town, and I was up very late, and my girlfriend was here, and I just wanted to make sure that we had spent enough time together, because I love spending time with her, and I hate sitting playing games and streaming when she is here. She knows that. She encourages me to stream anyway, but she knows I'm stubborn. But we are likely going to be... I want to try and do a fun stream. I want to do an arena stream with chat, or get people just to sign a register and like get it all organized. So if you want to play in this tournament, they can. I'll get to 7 people or 6 people. I'll bring my girlfriend along. She'll play some arena with us. You must stream when I'm there. I mean, I do still, but since this whole new setup, my angel, it's you're gonna be right here. So it's going to be quite nice. I love spending time with you too, Angel. I love spending more time with you all the time. I love you. I love you so, so much. But now we are just gonna... I need to hop over to the client, because the client is now loaded and it's giving me trouble. There you go. But we are not going to be seeing too many streams this Christmas season, as I have my family here, so I will likely do a handful of the Aegis games and then the playoffs. But I am going to be prioritizing myself and family for that reason only. Yeah, I'm going to be prioritizing family and all not. I can understand other people are going to be doing the same. So it will be a small break season, I think, I would imagine, just for some players to celebrate the holidays. And then maybe I'll come back, and I'll be coming back shortly after New Year's, as I'm going to be away from the 27th of December. But so I'm actually going to be doing quite a handful of streams over the course of this week. But I'll definitely be down to do some Christmas specials, play some Christmas games, or do some games with the viewers, kind of interact with all of you, play with you, and see what we can do. Locking the Jace support incoming. Man, this Jace support of yours. This Jace support. Why aren't we getting the Jace support? Wait a minute. Wait a second. Something isn't right here. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is it Rakan mid? It's Rakan mid with the Jace in the Jace bot lane. Oh no. Oh no. What have you done? What have you done, Oliver, bro? Is this revenge for the no Brom? This is the revenge for no Brom. I get that, my brother. Prank, lol. It would have been funny. I got pranked. Oh. I got pranked. Oh. Sheesh. I'm just dead. But I think it would have been funny. It would have been funny. But I don't see the practicality of a chase support, unfortunately. But I'm going to be taking a small break as we head to wait for this loading screen. So I will see you all shortly. See you later, alligator. Enjoy some of the last tunes. I'll catch you in 3 minutes. Hello, everybody. We're going to be heading into game now. I'm just going to be waiting for the lobby as it was a bit of a pause. So we are not going to head into game just yet until the pause and everything has been resolved. So we are just gonna be sitting and chilling to some more tunes. This song is a classic. Can't say. I can't say that one. Oh, yeah, Oliver, man, you are. It's your team, man. You're letting down. You're like you're getting your own team on the back foot, brother. All right, so please bear with me, as I am now going to be heading into game here. So, can you see the game? Okay, tell me if you can see the game. Because I would very much... Okay, there we go. The game can be seen. Hopefully. Alright. Yes, now LDL are looking in this game. They are very much in the driver's seat here. They do want to take control of this game, as they did in the first one. Had a bit of a rough start, giving Helium that early lead, but does not look like they are going to be playing that same game today. As now Gwen opted for the Ignite and the TP, not the Ghost. So is going to go for that early cheese on the Ornn. But now still just general, just 5-man marking everywhere. Not going to be seeing too much change in their overall invades and whatnot. It's just going to be some emote sharing here. Just between these two, not going to be too much, as Gwen just goes a bit of a dance, but Eclipse is just going to be hiding in his little bushy bush. Does not want to be involved there. So now Oliver and Gold Killer waiting in the bush here. Jace is in the top side. Sejuani going to be starting in that top side as well, with Xander going to be going into that bot side most likely. He's still kind of contemplating, but will likely be starting that red buff as Morgana mid for Oxizio. Bit of an interesting choice into the likes of the Jace, but is going to be utilizing a bit more of that wave clear, going to help keep those carries alive, and is also going to be not going to give Jace too much room to get a kill there. Does have the anti-CC, does have that very excellent range in terms of poke, so the Jace can't really go too ham, especially in the mid game. But now Gwen can go for the snippety snip onto the Ornn, as that true damage will come out hot. As now we close down to Eclipse there, with now Gold Killer taking the brunt of the Lux poke. As also the Caitlyn does work well with the Morgana and the Lux. Both have the dark and light bindings, so it does allow the kid to get those traps down, and does allow to do that extra bonus damage to those rooted targets. As Jace goes in for a small trade onto Oxizio, but then Eclipse also going for trades onto Neve, but does not connect the knockup, as Gwent will be very much dominating this early game here. Does not get the snippety snip onto the big Ornn. As now Brother D on a very different kind of engage here, but is going to be poking out Gold Killer quite well. With now Neve also going to be holding their own on that one. And Josephine will just be sitting there tanking the soil just to try and get as much poke up as possible. As Jace there. Definitely gonna look to you. Oh my goodness, the melee form in this instance. As this gives him a bit more damage on the minions. And the range form is going to keep getting denied, so that means a lot of first strike is going to be denied as well. As now Kersey is in that bot side, has hit level 3. Trundle is going to be looking for a bit of an early gank in the mid lane, but does drop a ward in the Sejuani's jungle. Not going to be catching too much there. As then Josephina going to be holding their own. Brother D wants to look for an engage there, but it's going to get some more poke onto Gold Killer. Running a little short on the mana, as Lightbinding does connect there. Sejuani is in the bot side. Now, knowing Brother D is quite low, and the Trundle is going to be there as well. So you're going to see a bit of a jungle combat here. Mid lane, Jace misses the phase gates and not going to be getting a lot of damage. As the Dark Bind is going to connect a lot of damage here from Oxizio. Does drop the Ignite too. Josephina taking quite low in that final flash auto attack from Oxizio. As First Blood to the Morgana mid lane takes down the Jace. As LDL dropped the ball in the early game once again. Very much the same as the last game. But will Helium look to progress from this kind of strength? Or will they not be able to convert it into a lead here? As now we see Eclipse going to be walking into this Gwen here. But a lot of damage coming out with that Brittle. But he's going to counter auto attack multiple times. As Gwen taking a lot of damage Ornn is actually going to be smacking around the little needle there. But Ignite coming out from the Gwen there does have the smack. Does get that last auto. And that is going to be on the board for LDL. As now the Gwen kicks up that 1v1 onto the Ornn. The Ignite coming in and does get the extra Conqueror healing from the snippity snip. Well, Caitlyn farming from afar. Trying to get some trade damage there. But Lux running a little short on the mana right now. So he's going to try and help push the wave. As now Sejuani... Oh! Tries to go for the flash! Unfortunately goes wide onto Brother D! As that is going to be a Root coming in there. But Rakan gets stopped in the tracks of the Caitlyn. Another trap coming out there, keeping Oliver locked down. As Mean Banana denying a lot of that engage. Brother D barely surviving as Kisses does not land the engage with the charge. Now Lux is just going to be trying to hold the wave. Give it all to Caitlyn. And Josephino is going to have to show a little bit more respect to this Morgana here. As that was plenty of damage coming out there. And plenty of minions tanked as well. As that last chapter is going to be picked up. And Gwen already on that Leeching Leer. 42 CS, 224. Eclipse having a little bit of a hard time up in that top side against the little scissor lady. Who is just going to be absolutely bothering everybody out here. And then... we're going to just slow it down. But minion-wise, Gwen has built a very hefty lead up in that top side. Mid lane's only separate about around 3 minions and about 5 in that bot side. As Zeal picked up for the Caitlyn in the first back is 400 gold difference. As the Gwen does go for a fight there onto Eclipse and will just drop the needlework. Not going to do much damage to that Ornn there. Does have plenty of health. And that is just going to be the Ornn who has to walk away. But Xander is going to be looking to start up this dragon here. The Morgana has dropped down there and will be able to help with the Tormented Soil. Does do it quite quickly. But Gold Killer is starting to become a bit more aware of this and does spot out Xander. And looks like they are not going to commit to this as plenty of vision has been caught out. But Morgana looking to head back mid lane. Oliver and Gold Killer are going to be looking to deny. But Gold Killer getting the control of the wall. As Gwen gets the snip, as we hear her vocally say. She is snipping. We'll be able to catch that wave. And we'll be able to just keep healing off this wave too. When some fully snip is stacked up. But it's just going to freeze the wave more importantly. As now Gold Killer, needs to be really careful on this Caitlyn Lux. If just one trap connects, one light binding, and that is Gold Killer very much going down the drain there. Oliver can't really back him up, especially in those instances there. As you are just going to be waiting around. Ornn is a level down at the moment, has been really strong with the farm. Half the farm of this Gwen right now. Has to show some respect to her as the needlework is still not up, but Gwen is going to have the ignite up fairly shortly. So we could be seeing another chase down from the Gwen. But right now the Gwen is just missing cannon, unfortunately. We saw that, Mr. Ekin. We saw the cannon go. The cannon go bye-bye and no gold in your pockets, kind sir. I don't know why I decided to turn French there, but that was the situation. As now then, with this wave being pushed down the bot side, it is just going to be a reset. Zeri gets some poke onto Mean Banana, but has to walk away. As now Gwen going to try and go for the snip. Wants to look to push the wave here. And that snip sound on that skin, so good. Sounds so good. As now that is going to be the wave shoved, and Gwen is going to look down to start that Rift Herald with Sejuani. As Exizio is going to drop that. He dropped the Tormented Soul to try and keep the wave in balance. But Gwen and Sejuani are going to be able to do this quite easily. The synergy between the Gwen and Sejuani is quite good. Especially with that with the permafrost now. And then Jay's going to be there to assist as well. And this is going to be a very well coordinated first objective. Going over to LDL. But now Helium are going to be answering that with that dragon. Infernal started up. And now there is still no level 6 for Oliver or Gold Killer. So Caitlyn does have level 6 there, but will be spotted out by the Lux. Sizio is going to walk down. And looks like it is just going to be Xander picking up that dragon. So objectives traded across the map here. But very big lead built up in that top lane for the Gwen. And it is just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. It's like Sizio taking a lot of damage from this Jace here. But it is going to land the Dark Binding. A lot of damage coming out. But Josephina is just going to back off there. And Morgana stop it with the Tormented Soil. And Josephina will just back off there. And Neve needs to really keep an eye out on the damage that Well, not Neve, Eclipse needs to keep an eye out on the damage that Neve can churn out, especially with that Ignite and that extra true damage from the middle of the Snip. With only the Aegis of Legion to really keep him at bay, as Xerxes is going to be in that top side, likely going to try and drop that Rift Herald and really snowball this Gwen. So he's going to be dropping there, and that's going to go tank the tower there, but that's going to be the Ornn ultimate coming out there, he's going to get a knock up onto the Gwen there. Gwen just going to try to use that double just to walk out of there, because he will not tank towers. Exizio is in that top side. We are likely going to be seeing the 2v2 here. Xerxes is quite low, but is going to be backing off there. Darkbind is going to connect for Tormented Soil. He's going to pick up the kill. Ignite coming out from the Morgana. Morgana picks up 1, and Morgana picks up 2. Exizio makes no mistake, roaming in that top side. Yeah, you go and drop those emotes. Went top side, picks up 2 kills. Looking good for Helium, able to answer that top lane. And multiple kills going over to the Morgana. As bot lane, still not really been able to find any engage on either side of these bot lanes. Here's now Sejuani is going to find the Trundle invading, and is going to take the Scuttle Crab there. And is going to drop a pillar for the memes. We respect the memey pillar there. As Ornn will get some tower plating. And Xander going to clear out some vision in the jungle here. But now is going to go and clear the rest of the jungle. Wants to look for a possible just full rest of the Krugs there. And then he's going to go for a hard reset. But Exizio, no Ignite, and does not have those chains. As very slow bot lane, all things considered. Rakan, very big engaged champion here. But we're not going to be seeing anything, at least in this bot lane. Could be looking just to save it for these team fights here. Especially with that Sejuani. As Gwen picks up some MR, the Lux not going to be trying to get some more poke, but has been going a little bit wide on this damage here. Lightbind not going to connect. As now Zeri could be walking forward. Rakan going to go for that, not going to drop plenty of damage altogether from the Zeri. That's going to be the flash going from the Lux. He's going to drop the bind there, but the final spark. That's so much damage to Oliver. As your nasty goal killer is going to, but flashes! Doesn't get it! And that is going to be a very, very dead Rakan. Zeri wants to try and pick up at least 1. Zeri picks up 1. Could look to pick up another, but not going to get the poke. And barely survives. Oh my gosh, what is this? So much damage. As the Gwen is just going to be smacking up that Ornn, but the bot lane fight is so chaotic. As junglers are all there, Zeri's going to run away. Kane's going to the top, and now we got the TP coming in from the Jace. And the Trundle's going to drop the ult, and it's going to burn Gold Killer down. But that is going to be the last auto attack. Come on, and it's Gold Killer able to take down Xander. Exizio in the bot side lands the Tormented Soil and will try and burn away at the Zeri here. Rakan is going to be there, and the Zeri is going to get taken down, but Rakan will get the trade. As absolute chaos ensues in this bot lane, but 3 kills from Morgana, 2 for the Caitlyn. Zeri able to pick up some kills as well, and Jace on the roam. As Gwen able to pick up some plane and tower plane there for Morgana. Get some poke onto the Rakan. Knock up, not going to connect with the Black Shield. As this Morgana is just taking names everywhere. As we see, Curses really wants to try and pick out 1 here, but plenty of AP at least for the side of Helium with the Lux and the Morgana. And then the Trundle and the Caitlyn, plenty of that AD as well. But now Rakan wants to go for some sneaky warding here. As Josephina gonna get some damage onto the Morgana. Bruh, what is my English? And now we are going to see Exizio is just going to be kind of going for a more burn-related build. Is going to be going to the Zhonya's or even the plated steel caps here. So looking for that Zhonya's to be that main source of engage. As you see, the next dragon is going to be coming up here, and it's going to be Helium who do have the priority. With the bot lane prior being in their favor, mid lane is in the hands of the Jace. But no vision is going to be caught in there. As Ornn heads down to that bot side, does have that nice Jack show, as that ultimate coming out from the Morgana here, and it's going to be the kill there, Solo Bolo from the Morgana here as Gold Killer is going to go for that 1v1. Does not have the ulti. Will be able to drop it now. There's a charge coming out from the Rakan. Mimano needs to be very careful here. Cutting out from the Zeri. He's getting that extra bit of movement speed. Rakan is going to tank it. Really good there. Azaya is going to be a... Xander is not going to be able to get a kill, but Lux will. As Zeri gets locked down. And Mean Banana looking really strong on this Caitlyn. And Lux, Hell Brother, is going to be doing quite well as well. But Gwen is where the action's at. Gwen is also looking really, really nasty here. Does keep the gold in check as it is only a 300 gold lead for Helium. But Xander also been a very big contributor to these gangs here. Really been setting up nicely for Helium. And is looking to continue that kind of pressure across the map here. As Xizia takes some damage from the Jace. But does walk into the Tormented Soil. So it does get a bit of Liandry's burn. And we'll be able just to clear that away. But now Sejuani in that top side does still have that Rift Herald available. So we'll likely be using that. Possibly just to clear out some more gold for the Gwen. Open up the map for Gwen as well. As now we're going to see Gwen is just lying in wait. Waiting for her prey. As Ornn is trying to freeze the wave. But doesn't know that the Gwen is sitting right in that lane there just chilling. As she's still soaking up plenty of XP. As Gwen just sits and waits. Gwen was just sitting and waiting. As now we see that it's going to be a gang camping on that top side. Ornn does have flash. But it's going to try and make it out alive. But it's going to be taking plenty of damage from that needlework. But it's not going to connect as that is a very well executed flash from Eclipse. Will make it out alive. Sejuani does try and get the CC off there. But Ornn flashing just in time there. As now we see the play steel caps for this Morgana. The Jace is not having a great time up against the Morgana. As now we see Eclipse trying to keep the wave in check. Xizio is in that top side. Gwen does have the W available. And this is going to be a 3 versus 1. Needlework is not available. No flash, no ghost. As Eclipse picks up that kill in the top side. Really good rotations onto Neve. And Neve did not have any escape this time. Did not have that healing from Needlework. Rakan gets that engage onto the Lux, onto the Caitlyn. But it's going to be good kiting out coming from the Zeri. But it's going to be taking a lot of damage from this Caitlyn. Plenty of burst. Light Bind not going to connect. Sejuani is on that bot side as Ornn able to smack up that tower. We'll get some demolished procs there. As now me and Banana are going to get caught out by the Permafrost. And it's going to be very low, yeah, and it's going to be the engage, and Rakan locks it down as red side pick up the first tower for the Ornn. But now there's going to be the TP coming in from the Gwen, does have the ignite, does not have the needlework. It's just going to be catching that wave as Ornn will likely look for a reset, yeah, but now Sejuani drops the Rift Herald in that bot side. This Lux is quite low, does not have ulti just yet. There is going to be a likely a dive here onto this Lux here. Lux has nowhere to go. Good lock up there, but now that is going to be Gold Killer taken down by Xizio. So Xizio comes to answer once more. 5-0 and 2. We'll get that light biting onto the Rakan, taking plenty of burn. That's a lot of damage there coming out there. As now the Rakan is going to have to hop over the wall defensively as Morgana is running all over everyone here with the Tormented Soil. And Xander is going to spot out the Jace. But now is going to try and get Pillar. The Jace does have flash. But it's just going to hop into melee and walk away. While the Gwen is going to help herself to that tower in that top side. And now Gwen can even look for the fight here. Does have the Conqueror. Ornn is going to be summoned. It's not going to get the knockout. It's going to get cancelled. The Ornn is going to be taking a bit of a hard time here. A lot of true damage coming out there. As it's going to be the Jacktrow going to be picked up. But that burn damage from the Sunfire is not doing enough. Brittle going to smack up the Gwen. Gwen does do plenty of damage with the Snip Snip and the Riftmaker healing plus that true damage gives Gwen the upper hand as she picks up the kill onto that Ornn there. While Xizio is going to just be biding their time. It's very much hard to gank the likes of the Morgana here as we're going to be seeing her get caught out there by the Rakan. It's going to be forced to flash under the tower. As Ward catches her out and that is going to just be the reset coming out. But now Gwen in that top side still looking really, really strong. And is going to try and get that done. Likely is going to be able to just pick up that second tier tower. Not going to have too much of a problem. As now we got the Mountain Drake coming up. This would be Helium's third Drake. But it looks like it is going to be contested. As Gwen Really just wants his tower. Is going to be able to pick it up. Plenty of gold in the hands of this Gwen here. 2,300 gold right now. 1,900 for the Morgana. 1,500 for the Jace. As this dragon is going to be the next point of contention. Jace missing the mark on the poke. And the dragon is begun. Gold Killer sitting in the pit here. TP coming out from the Ornn. Gwen does not have TP. This is now a 4v5. Gwen looking for the reset. But now Dragon is going to be swifted over into Helium's favor. Sejuani is going to be waiting, looking for the steal here. Could be hopping to pit. Looking like it's going to be hopping into pit now. It's going to try and go for that smite. Still going to go for the ulti. And it's not going to happen. As that is going to be Trundle picking up the kill. Ornn is going to be summoned. Not going to connect there. But Gold Killer cannot move. Jace is there trying to do some damage. But the damage has already been done by Helium. And they are able to pick up the Drake. Pick up Jace and the Zeri. Excellent lockdown from Exizio. As the AD carry is no more. Gwen not able to get to the fight. Excellent TP from Eclipse as it secures their third Drake and puts them on Dragon's Soul. Yeah. But now Xana going to be answering in that mid lane there. Going to be just chilling like a villain. Having a wonderful time in the mid lane, clearing up some minions. And that is what you love as a jungler. You love just getting the free opportunity just to pick up a collection of free minions and not going to be facing too much restraint. As now Kirsies is going to be just clearing out some more. Does have that Radiant Virtue picked up. The Trundle going for that Trinity Force over the Divine Sunderer. Where now Xander is going to be going for more of that pushing and long-term fighting style. As we are just going to be lying in wait to see what is going to be the next form of engage. With Zeri picking up that Storm Razor first item. And it looks like Gold Killer really just going to have to play it slow if they want to look to keep themselves in this game. Still have a gold lead. Very much the reasoning belonging to that Gwen there, but Gwen is still going to be a big issue. Gwen sitting in that bot lane now. Multiple towers picked up by LDL. As now we're going to see Neve is going to have to deal with the Ornn there, but Gwen is in that bot side. Does have Needlework and Ignite now. So is going to have to be very careful. Xander is in that bot side. Trying to look for an engage there. Trundle is there as well. Gwen can look for the 1v2. Does not have the Nashes just yet. Likely has got it in base now. So he's going to go for that cheesy reset. As they do spot the Trundle in their bot side. So it's going to be the Baron commit. They know that the Trundle is going to be clearing out the blue buff. So it's just going to be the Dragon commit there. The Gwen is going to go for the TP in. It's going to hop over the wall. Or rather go around it more importantly. And is going to try and deny the Lux engage. Deny the Kate and the Trundle. Trundle is going to try and fight for it there. The Baron is going to be started. But Gwen going to go for a fight onto Xander. Does have the Ignite. It's going to drop that Needlework. So much damage. And it's going to be healing off it. And the Gwen picks up 2. Needlework connects that 3. Ricard will try and keep the Gwen alive. Tries to get the quickness. The Grand Entrance not going to happen. As there's going to be the ulti coming out from the Caitlyn. Picks up 1. But the Baron secured by LDL. Gwen making that noble sacrifice while Ornn has been sitting comfortably pushing in that bot side. As now Kirsty's going to hit in the bot side. Gwen also building into the Zhonya's. Does have plated steel. Does have the Seeker's Arm Guard as well as the stopwatch. We got the Aegis. Sunfire Aegis for the Ornn. And then we've also got Zhonya's for Morgana. Who's building some Morellos as well. The Zeri has finished the Navori Quick Blades. And Lux still yet to finish that item. As we're really struggling to build that Ludens. Hasn't really getting as much damage off as she would like. Radiant Virtue as well as Sunfire for the Sejuani also in the bag there. As Final Spark going to use to try and clear the waves. But these super minions I think slightly more immune to that magic damage. So going to take a little longer to clear that out. Because I need some more water. Well, Ekin Neva is going to be heading into that mid lane. Going to be joining up with his team. Jason in the mid lane. But that is going to be a very unfortunate one there. As we're going to see a gank coming out from Xander. That is nowhere to go for Jace. And Exizio just picks up the solo kill. But that is going to be the mid lane tower loss. As the Gwen going to be snipping away. With that is now all tier 1s are gone. All tier 2s are now gone except for this bot lane tier 2. Morgana keeping it for dear life as the first ornament comes out for the Caitlyn. That is going to be the Typhoon for the Caitlyn there. With the next dragon spawning in 20 seconds, this is a dragon that is going to need to be fought for. All 5 members of LDL need to be here for this dragon here. And it is likely going to be the do or die decision here to get this soul. With Oliver, can look for the engage onto the Caitlyn, but Morgana does have that black shield, can keep the Caitlyn alive. Zeri gonna sit in the pit there, gonna be standing here, walls there, Ornhorn is gonna be summoned. Zeri's gonna be caught out. This Zeri's not going anywhere, Zeri gets taken down, but Gwen is here. Gwen drops that needlework, doing so much damage, gonna be ignited. So much damage, trying to take down the Gwen. That is Gwen and the Zeri gone. So much damage out of the way. Jace secures the kill onto Sanders. Sanders gets taken down, but Morgana takes down the Jace. Is now Rakan and Sejuani will have to back off as 4 members of Helium are still alive. The dragon is going to be started. Sejuani really wants to go for the steal and is going to need to as well. No jungler here for Helium, so they are likely not going to commit to it. They will lose that smite to that Sejuani. They are looking to try and back it up, but they are going to pull it out. But giving more and more time for the LDL members to come back. And Sejuani's in the pits. Rakan's in the pit too. Rakan gets a knockup onto the Morgana. And there's going to be Caitlyn picking up the dragon. And that is going to be the Mountain Soul. While Sejuani, desperately trying to make it out, will be able to get a flash over the wall. As in that is going to be the Mountain Drake for the Elements Helium. As they desperately can continue to grasp hold of this game. With just so much to keep going. But are having a really hard time trying to keep this lead. They keep pushing this lead. And then the moment they get these picks, ends up going negatively. But hopefully this time around they have learned from their first game mistakes. As then that is going to be Kirsty's just clearing out the jungle once more. As Hex Drinker for the Jace has been picked up there. Zeri is going to be looking to build that rune on Hurricane. Gwen also on the way to the Zhonya's. Seeks conversion for the Rakan. And then that is going to be... Oh, as Jace tries to go for some poke here, but Ornn is going to catch them out. Massive combo knockup with the Trundle. They just used the Trundle pillar to knock them all up. The Trundle and the Ornn really coming in hot here with this picks here. And so Ornn's going to be caught out there. The Trundle, that is going to be the TP then coming in from the Gwen. Massive TP from the Gwen there. Going to be doing so much damage. Final Spark, they're not going to be doing any damage to Ichan. As Ichan takes down one. And Zeri picks up another. Eclipse is sitting in the middle of this. Not going to be doing too much. Zeri is still kiting it out. As double kill for the Gwen. As a tanky front line, not tanky to this true damage dealing Gwen. Able to shred through the Trundle and the Ornn, getting right through to the Morgana in the juicy center. As that is now going to be even further increasing their gold lead. Despite not having the soul, they are on a still very, very strong build into that late game. Especially with this Gwen and this Zeri here. But that is going to be the Void Staff picked up. So the did not opt to go for the Zhonya's. Went for the Void Staff otherwise to deal with the likes of the Ornn, who does have plenty of MR there. And the Jack Show does help with that. Trundle is going to be a little bit chonky on that end there. But that's just going to really ensure that this Gwen does enough damage in these team fights. In which she needs to deal with these heavy tanks before pushing forward. There's now Josephina sitting in that bot side. Is going to likely remain. Bot side does have the teleport. But now we see Baron is going to be started up by Helium. Helium are going to be starting up this Baron here. Eclipse in the mid lane. Zeri is mid lane as well. They have no idea this is being started. Gwen is still pushing top. Zeri smacking away at this Ornn, but the Ornn is doing more damage without even hitting her. Baron is going to be started up. The Baron is taken quite low. There's not going to be any Baron yet. The red team's going to get the Baron. But that Ornn is going to take a lot of damage there. Not going to be getting the knockup. The Ornn Horn is not going to be enough. That's going to be the final spot connecting on to the Zeri. But the Zeri has activated ult. It's going to be kiting it out. The Gwen is in the back line. It's going to be smacking up the Zeri. It's going to be smacking up that Morgana. That is a bye-bye Ornn. And the Gwen's needlework is doing the hard work. As does go golden. Does try and burn the needlework there. But this Morgana is immune here. As Trundle is trying to get a snip. But that is going to be Trundle getting rid of the snippity snip. And Helium take the fight and take the Baron. They further deny it from the likes of LDL. And do now even that gold lead to just a mere 800 gold. And it's now 300 as we see Baron up minions as well as Mountain Soul are going to be pushing into this mid lane. And it looks like this is very much Helium's game to lose. They have got all the buffs, all the power, and they are really trying to close this one out. But are having a super hard time in doing so. It's the Gwen. They're all the biggest problem. Who does now finally start building into that Zhonya's. Play the Rune King for the Trundle and a lot of anti-heal. Every single member has anti-heal except for the Caitlyn. Zeri helping herself to enough jungle camps to feed a whole farm. As that's going to be red buff for them there. Really want to make sure that Zeri does get the LDR. Not going to be doing too much damage to these front lines without that Lord Dominic's. And it's just going to be slowly dying over to that Thornmail on both these characters. Ornaments coming out again. Trundle and the Morgana have both got fully upgraded ornaments here. As now this is where the strength of Helium truly shines, as Xerxes is going to be trying to back off here. Does not want to get caught out. But Jace is going to get caught out by Oxyus. And that's going to be a bit of a big call there. Jace is going to have to walk away. Hexstring is not going to proc. And he's trying to flash out, but not going to be enough. Series ult. He's there. Rakan gets the multiple members hit with a chop. Gwen is not going to look for a fight. Gwen's in the TP. They are on the run. Helium are not looking for this fight now. There's going to be a lot of damage going out onto Xander. Neve wants to look for an engage. Needlework is not going to connect. The Ornn Horn is going to try and do some damage, but not going to connect to anyone there. As neither team commit to this. Only one member falls with Josephina falling short. But now Gwen has no ultimate. The Elder is up. Pierce is alive. Both junglers are going to look to contest for this. Gwen is just going to opt to push mid lane. Knows it's a 3v4 as Oliver is unfortunately having some disconnection issues. As the pause is going to be happening here. So we are just going to take a small break while I wait for this to get back. And I'll see you all very shortly. Alright, so we just got straight back. Like, the pause wasn't very long now. As we're going to see TPs coming in from the Jace. This is going to be do or die. And the game pauses still. Are we going to be seeing that Sejuani really wants to get that 2,300 HP? Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? Yes, this pause could not be any more dramatic. As it's going to be Trundle picking up the Elder, but Gwen is just ending the game here. Gwen is taking that inhibitor, is going to look to fight that top side, but Elder picked up by the element's Helium, as Oxysio will take down the Sejuani in the process. But still, once again, this is all these buffs on Helium, and they are still struggling to close out this game. Morgana getting the pick onto the Jace, but Jace sitting 1-8 for 1. Not been having a wonderful time in that mid lane, and is likely going to be picking something different, possibly looking at a game 3 here, as Helium do not want to go dark, go lightly into that good night. As now, Ancient Niv is going to be just in that top side, wants to get enough for the Zhonyas, and will have enough to do so. So he's going to be able to pop that over there, but Zeri and Gwen really the only damage dealers here, and they still no LDR. No LDR yet from the Gwen, or from the Zeri here. for these big tanks like the Ornn. As now Gwen is going to be picking up the Zhonya's Hourglass. And Elder is not really where you want to fight here, especially if you are LDL. These Elder buffs are going to be quite deadly. Final Spark coming out is going to go wide. As we are just going to be waiting to see who is going to be able to take this game here. Azaria is going to be smacking it up. Ornn is in that top side. Gwen is in that bot side pushing the wave. There's no teleport for the Gwen. There's going to be a back off here. As we're still waiting and seeing. Zeri is going to be smacking down the Ornn, but is going to be doing more damage to themselves. As our minions flooding in the top and mid side. And Baron is coming up. The Gwen is going to be the one reason why they can try and close out this game. Ornn is still alive. Elder is not going to be on for too long. Elder is about to finish here. This will be the one opportunity for LDL to close out this game. As they got minions pushing in that bot side. Ornn is still pushing in that top side. What are we going to be seeing across the board here? Is now Baron is going to be path towards here by the elements Helium. And Sejuani is there as well. Gwen is going to be shortly following behind with the Rakan. Caitlyn traps are going to be dropped there. The Gwen can use the W to walk over them. But that is a lot of damage going onto him. Brother D. Brother D needs to be very careful here. Jace going to try and get some poke over there. But the Lux is going to be able to get some healing there from the fruits. The Caitlyn that is going to be the Caitlyn traps for Kersey. But it's also going to be a lot of the Morgana blind there. As now Gwen hops over the wall. That is going to be... Oof, this is a really close one. But it's just the rebel rousing for this Baron here. Sejuani really wants to look for that engage. Needs to catch out the Caitlyn or that Morgana. Dark Binding, not going to connect. Going to go wide. Baron is going to be started up. It looks like this is going to be the do or die. Sejuani is going to be looking for that engage there. Trap connects from the Caitlyn. The Ornn is going to be locking down. That is a bye-bye Curses. So much damage there. As Gwen is going to end the game. Gwen goes for that TP. We've got a TP coming in there from the Ornn as well. So this is going to be a very difficult decision here. But Baron is going to be taking a lot of damage on the brother. There's going to be Jasmine going for the fight there. There's going to be Zeri. Zeri is shredding through them. Zeri doing so much damage. Gwen is just ending the game. Gwen will be closing this out. This is going to be Gwen going for that Xpeke. Taking game 2 and securing a 2-0 victory for LDL. My goodness gracious me. My word, my word, my word. My word. Can I just say? Like, what was that? Great cast as always, Justin. Thanks. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, Incisor. But that game scared the bejesus out of me. I did not know who was going to win, but the Gwen coming in, pulling an Xpeke. Who is that? No, I don't know who Xpeke is. What are you talking about? It's Enchen. How afraid they have given me. But let's get the predictions done and dusted. But LDL are going to take this game here. But unfortunately, I can't hang around for too long. My voice is currently killing me at the moment. So I will be seeing you all in the next game or the next stream. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, everybody. Stay safe. Have fun. Hope the ranked games go well. And happy holidays. And see you all in the next one. I can't, unfortunately. I would do an interview, Oliver, but my voice is killing me right now. It's very sore. Like, I've been struggling. I've been, like, going through a whole thing of water just to try and keep myself hydrated for this game. Because you guys make me talk so much. And that's sad. We wanted an interview. Baby rage. Oh, you baby raging. I mean, I would if I could. I'm really sorry. My voice is struggling right now. Next time. Yeah, sounds like a plan. But all the best, everyone. See you later.